Good morning. It is Sunday. It always appears to be Sunday in my videos at the moment because Sunday is marathon training long run day. I am 2 weeks out from Valencia Marathon as of today, and today, for the first time in my life, I am at Silverstone race circuit, which is very exciting. Quite a big F1 fan, so actually to be here today is pretty cool. So I'll be doing a half marathon here today, running around the circuit and some other parts in and around the circuit. So I think we run the whole circuit maybe twice, near the beginning and the end, but the rest of it's kind of like intertwined in and around the grounds of Silverstone. So plan for today. So we had a half marathon on our plan today, which is to run first 7k comfortable, 7k at marathon pace, and then the final 7k comfortable. So that's the plan today. The marathon pace is around 5:25, I think. It should be okay today. It looks quite nice, the weather at the moment, but it was torrential rain when I woke up. It was pretty bad weather on the way here, and now it appears to be blue skies. So it's one of those awkward races where you're kind of away from home and you're trying to keep yourself warm because it's probably about 7 or 8 degrees at the moment. You don't know whether you're dressing for a wet race or you're dressing for a dry race. So that's a little bit awkward, but I think we'll be okay. We're trying to keep ourselves warm at the moment before the start. I think we're starting in about half an hour. Yeah, we're gonna go and get our bag dropped. We've got our kit on, we need to delayer a little bit, and then yeah, we'll get to the half. We are in the pen, ready to go. Thank you to Adam at Scimitar for letting us drop our bags with him. Saved a little bit of stress about going to the bag drop. So we are in pen 3, which is paces between 5 and 6 minutes per kilometre, which is perfect for what we want to do today. So yeah, there's about 15 minutes until we start. So I'm just going to do another set of warm-ups. Did one earlier, need to do another one just so I'm ready to go. And yeah, the weather has turned out all right so far. It didn't feel like it was going to be like this when we left the house this morning. So all good. And yeah, just getting ready to start.
Side of the cones when you're out of track. So please stay.
Lights out and away we go. Sorry, I could not resist. Started a little bit later, maybe about 6 to 8 minutes later than planned. But yeah, we are on our way. So I think we started on Cops Corner, so we are doing 7k reasonably comfortable to start with before kicking into marathon pace after that. So we're going to settle in, check back in a bit. Okay, 26:20. That's too fast for today's planned run. So we've got 2k's to try and round it back in before we start our push 7k, which is actually slower than the average pace that I'm setting at the moment, around 5:25. This is incredible. Last week at Alton Towers, the roads outside Alton Towers there's quite a few potholes, quite a few things to avoid. This is obviously a Formula 1 racetrack. There are no potholes. It's beautiful to run on. Atmosphere is amazing. Yeah, it's just so much fun getting to do these. So yeah, into the next 5. In 53 minutes 50. Our first 7k was a lot quicker than it should have been, around 5:15 per kilometre. We are currently in our 7k middle section, which is target marathon pace, which my watch tells me is 5:25 per kilometre, and we are pretty much slightly ahead of that, 5:21 currently split for the second 7k, 3k into it. I spoke too soon about the not being any potholes. You don't just run on the track, you run off the track. And when you run off the track, the surface is not as well maintained as on the track. It's still fine. Quite a lot of puddles and stuff to avoid. Feels a very privileged place to be able to run. Thank you once again, Scimitar. Repping Scimitar today. Adam especially at Scimitar. We are 4k left to go of this second 7k split until we get into a comfortable final 7, which I think we're really going to rein it back because we are now tapering towards Valencia and we don't want to overly tax the legs more than we need to, so we'll see in a bit. 15 kilometres in. Fortunately, it's not blowing a gale in this part of the circuit, so hopefully you can hear me. There are parts of the circuit where the wind is very strong. We are currently now in our final 7k segment, the half, which is comfortable pace. So we are taking it as comfortably as we can. The second 7k, which we've now finished, we're targeting a pace of around 5:25 per kilometre. We ended up at around 5:17, so that's good. So actually the first 14k pretty much around 5:17, so we were ahead of the pace for a lot longer than we should have been, needed to be, making sure that for the final 7k that we're in now, we're trying to keep the pace closer to like 5:50-ish and just have a lovely time in the final 6k. Once again, this is a great event. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, we'll check in near the end. Just having a lovely time. Through 20k, 1:48.45. Final 1.1k. That's 7k that we're currently in. We have managed to slow down and we are running at about 5:46 average pace for this final 7k, which is what we want. So yeah, just going to enjoy bringing in the final k. See you at the end. That is the Silverstone half marathon finished. 1 hour 55 minutes and 46 seconds. And yeah, that was a pretty well executed race today. I did go a little bit too fast in the first 7k, so I actually ended up doing the first 14k at faster than my planned marathon pace. I think that's a good sign though. The final 7k split, I reined it back in, and I think that came in at around 5:45 average pace, something like that. Yeah, it felt pretty good. It's quite chilly, but I think I was layered up adequately. But when I finished, it got quite cold. This is the final long run before Valencia in 2 weeks. So now we are on the taper. Hopefully we will taper well and we'll do all right. The event itself today was great. A lot of fun. A real privilege to run around the Silverstone race circuit. Thanks once again to Scimitar for the race place today. Massively appreciated. If you haven't done the Silverstone half marathon, I would highly recommend it. It is a lot of fun, something different and something cool, like one of those cool things that we've done this year. We've done quite a few of them. I think this is the end of our kind of training vlogs for Valencia, so our next one, well, there'll still be some more videos coming up on the channel, but the next video for training will be Valencia itself. So get liked, subscribed. I'll see you then. See you later.